And we are ready to begin, and we're so pleased you're here, and you will believe in yourself today. You see, we said last year on this date that we had given you everything you needed to live this really magnificent life and create the world that you wanted to see, but belief was something that we could not give you. So we had to lay out this in a different way so that more of you would understand that you are in the world to accomplish something. What we've done is given you a path, a way to find that because you forget about it when you come into the earth plane, the physical plane, but you each have one. And what you're seeing in your lives and in your world is not accidental because we've given you all of that. Because, see, you're the ones who are here to change that. And you change that when you remember who you are. And as you see, on the very first message we gave you on this date in 2008, because that was another energetic cycle that you were moving through in your world, we gave you the information that would take you through what we have called your restructuring so that you would live this really great life. And if more of you would do that, you would have this really wonderful world. There's nothing happening accidentally in your life or in the world. We've told you everything that was going to happen in the United States, for we said that they would be the ones that are leading the way, and they're bringing up everything for you to witness and see so that you can create the life you want to have. You can't create the brilliance within you unless you saw all the other stuff, you see. And that's why we said you're having a restructuring. And it's the best opportunity for you. But the only difficulty is your belief. It was the same for our messenger. See, he didn't know that he had all of this, just that you didn't know what you had. So we said, we want you to stop doing this because no one's progressing. Your world is getting more chaotic because none of you are paying attention, even though we've said it over and over again. So we thought today would be a great day where we all just kind of step over the doubt because that's what you each have. So what we've done is we had our messenger. He didn't know why he was doing this. We do this to him all the time. He didn't even know he was going to stop now and do this today. That was a surprise. But we said, before you send anything else out, we want them to have the entire story, which we've had him put down over these past several weeks, and we'll have him leave the links for it so you could see. Nothing is accidental. You think that you come into the world and you don't have a plan. That's not true. We've laid it out for you. They're different for each of you, but you're all souls. You're all humans, so you come in the same way. But the fact is, you come in with garbage. We're just going to say it. You have to, because you can't get over and create something new unless you're going to transcend what was old. The only difficulty is some of you don't want to do that. Some of you don't want to let go of the old. This is why you're seeing this shift, as we said you would see in your world. We told you that you would see a global shift where you would be deciding whether you're going to have democracies or autocracies and dictatorships, and that's where you are. And so you're making that choice by how much you decide to love yourself. You see, because it's only energy. You never wanted to give yourself away to someone else. You wanted to live a life where you owned who you were, where you became happy and prosperous and successful. And we've given you that. And we've proven it because we had our messenger live his entire life moving through every terror, every fear, every illness, every disease. And now he's 74 and he's healed. And you each look at him and say, well, gee, I'd like to have that, but then you don't do anything. And then he doesn't do anything either because what he has done is so bizarre. He couldn't accept it. He didn't know that he had done this. And then he couldn't find an example of anyone else who had done anything quite like this, because you will see that all of our information is in order. He didn't know that. He didn't know that only a couple of years ago when we had him start putting down messages over time, because there's an organization in your universe. Some of your scientists and philosophers figure that out, which is why we kept talking about Einstein and Adler and all the people who have given you the information, but we piggybacked on Carl Jung because he's another one who told you about your synchronicity. And our messengers had the synchronicity. Now, to give you the timeline, because we don't want him to have to go through this again, so you will understand it. You all deny what you have, but that's okay because you have to grow. You have to move through the doubt and the fear. He had to do the same thing, but he took on so much and it was challenging. But now he's got to stop that because we need you to shift. We said this is a change. Wealth and income redistribution needs to happen now, and he has not been giving himself the wealth he should have. He's talked about this, and everyone has told him years ago he should have had been charging more than $5,000 for our work. But the only problem was he didn't put it all in there, just as you haven't. But now he's finishing that. And he said something arbitrarily the other day. You think that's happening, and it's never arbitrary. He said he's going to change it on the 18th. And then we told him to go and look and see what the message we gave you last year on the 18th of February. And there's no mistaking of what that is. And that's why we said it. We wanted more of you to understand who you are. We wanted more of you to live the lives you could have. And it's within you. And the only thing that stops you is your disbelief in who you are. That is all. And then your unwillingness to change, your unwillingness to take the step, you see. So now what we've done is we've given him the ability to give you all everything you need. You won't believe that. We understand. And as we've said, you didn't believe Jesus, Buddha, Tesla, any of those folks. But you'll make a choice if you're going to believe yourself. So what we're going to leave you with is all the information that you can make that decision. And then we're having our messenger on next week. He's moving on and he's going to finish all of this work because he needs to have fun now, which is what we want for all of you, because joy and embracing who you are is the best fun you will ever have. And it's within you. And we've proven it. We just can't get you to believe, though, because that's your job. You must believe in who you are because you were born with worth, purpose, and it was meant to come into the world now. And we know that. And we love you so much.